Welcome to BudgetStrong.com, where we learn to budget and manage our personal finances. Thanks for joining me, watching the video. I'm glad to do these videos. It's something that I need to do anyway. I thought I'd share it with the world, and maybe you'll profit from it. So, just to get started, I'm going to just talk about the November month. We've already managed to save $1,000 in 1 month. Alright, so that's just for the emergency fund. That's something that we never touch. And now it's time to pay off bills and take care of the month-to-month needs. So, recurring costs, we're talking about for rent is $1,025. Electric runs us about $85 every month. Toiletries, we always maintain that at $50 a month. Diapers and wipes, again $50. Groceries, $400 a month. Internet bill is very low, $40 a month. Mobile phone bill, cell phone bill for the iPhones, $0 this month. And I've been able to work that down, and I'll probably show that in another video. But previous to this month, last month, October, I was able to call the cell phone provider that we go through and get that lowered down to about $30 a month. So we were at, just for my wife, on the bill, $85 a month. I was taken off, and my company provides me with the cell phone and pays my bill, so that's a savings right there. And so my wife was $85, but through discounts and my employer discount, that bill's at $30 a month. But they gave us a credit for this month, which drops that down to $0. So I was able to take my bill, which was at the beginning of last month, $185 a month, minus any credits and discounts. It was actually about $140. But since I've dropped off and we've got additional credits and discounts, I've been able to bring that down to about $0 for this month. So that's a real big savings there. Gas, fuel, or fuel rather, we are raising that to $150 a month. We kind of ran over a little bit last month, so this number would have actually been a bit higher, but given that we just went over the budget, took a little more gas this month, $150. So now we're talking about insurance, and every month we pay $115 for our 2 cars. Okay. Maintenance. Last month, another thing I went over, would have had, again, a higher emergency fund to start with, but ran into some trouble with the car, and cost me about $591. But I'll be honest, I don't really mind having to pay that kind of maintenance, because this month I don't have to worry about it. That was last month, we took care of it. But that $591 is okay, because I don't have any more car payments. I paid off my car, got that taken care of. So maintenance happens. But imagine if you had a car note that was maybe $300 and still paying $591. It's like 800 some bucks a month that you would have, or that month that you would have had to pay. So if you have a car loan, try and get the thing paid off as soon as possible. There's no point in having that car note, especially when there's interest tacked on and so forth. So these are the reoccurring costs. We got rent at $1,025, electric at $85, toiletries at $50, diapers and wipes for the little boy at $50, groceries at $400, internet bills $40. We've cut out mobile, the mobile payment for the month for our mobile phone, and then gas $150, insurance $115, and in the future months I'm gonna find a way to eliminate the insurance bill and just pay it all at once, because you get a better discount. So the extras, okay, these are things that fall outside of the necessities that reoccur every month. These are things that we must have in order to move forward every month and operate correctly. So extras. Alright, so with this month we realize that we have some more needs. The winter time is coming. It's November now, and we're going to need probably new coats, refresh the winter gear. those type of things. So we've increased our personal spending to $300 a month, and Budget Boy is going to stay at $30 because he has everything he needs, and his older cousin is about a year older than him, so he always has clothes coming in pretty much on a monthly basis as his cousin runs out, do a little hand-me-down. So nothing wrong with that. Saves us on some money, and we appreciate it, cousin. Netflix, $8 a month. Hulu, $8 a month. Dining out, we're just gonna X that out altogether. If we want to dine out, we can take that out of our personal money, just put it together and buy something for the whole family, right? It's only 3 of us right now, so that brings that down. So now we're gonna look at the credit cards. So $481 is what we're gonna spend on the credit cards. We're knocking that number down. Last month we went pretty hardcore on that. I think I put a dent in of about $1,600 towards credit card payments. Knocked out about 6-7 credit cards, and so now we only have like 2 credit cards left to pay down. And then for the mom loan, we still got $500 to pay for this month. Next month, our final month, to pay her back the full $1,500 we borrowed. And it was nice that you can borrow a loan from your mother-in-law or your mom, whoever you're borrowing from, because it's interest-free, right? You just pay back that debt. But to build and keep good relationships, you really have to pay back that money and pay back on time. And if you want to do something really nice, pay a little extra. A person will really appreciate that. So that's something to keep in mind. Bill number 1. Again, these are back bills, debt that we're paying off. And this month, we're going to pay all these off. If you watched the budget video from October, you'll see that we put these off until this month because we just didn't have to pay them at the time, and we could put more of these funds toward credit cards, because this is what's building interest. These steady bills or these back bills aren't building interest. They weren't due yet, so I didn't have to worry about them being put to collections, but now they're due and we need to go and pay them off. So this one is $225.78. This one is $50. This one is $66 if I remember correctly. $50. This one was $99. $43. $134. And $42. Okay. Okay, for a subtotal. Alright, so these bills are bills from us just moving from our last place. We're still trying to rent that place out. Finally got rented out early this month, and now those bills are all due that we have to keep in maintenance for the place to function. Alright, let's go ahead and give this a total. For the recurring, we're looking at $19.15 for the total there. Alright, let me actually make that bigger here. $19.15 is the total. Okay, $19.15. But you know what? I just remembered electric hasn't come in yet, so we don't know what that is. So we're gonna put that at 0. That's gonna drive our cost down to $18.30. Okay, $18.30 is the total for recurring. I'll put it up here just so it's a bigger number. Okay, $18.30 for the recurring. Now looking at the extras, adding this up, we're at $646. Okay, for the month. So let's make it nice and big up here. $646. Looking at the debt, adding up the credit cards, mom loan, and the back bills, we come to $1690.78. Okay. All right. So now we got the bills debt at $4,166.78 for the 3 areas that I've subtotaled. Comes out to a total of $4,166.78 for the month. So the income for this month, so the income for this month is $4,600. All right. Okay. So the balance here is going to be $433.22 there. Okay, that's what we're left with. That's going to probably have some other things coming up this month that I'm not sure of right now, but that's going to be our buffer for that. And then that remaining balance from those things is going to flow right into the savings, and we'll just keep stacking that up and building. But essentially here, we're good for the month. We know where everything is going. Next month, we won't have these bills to account for, so this number is going to drop, which means more money can go back into the savings. Probably the budgets for Budget Boy and Budget Girl are going to drop back to their normal $200, which means $200 next month I'm going to attribute to the savings. So with those two things, I'm probably going to have close to about $500 to $600 going back into this next month. And then the credit cards and the mom loan will be finished off in December. So we're going to have an additional $900 from that. So total that all up, you're probably looking at close to $1,400 to $1,500 going to savings next month, or after next month. So starting in January rather. Okay, so with that being said, this is the budget, and it's very simple. You know, you just mark down what you're paying out each month and what you got coming in. You see the remaining, and as time goes on over the months, you're gonna really start to stack. So hopefully by January, this number, this bills to debt, will actually be around $2,500. Okay, which leaves us with a balance. Let's just do some quick math here, which should leave us with $2,100 that we can stack on a month-to-month basis. And again, as the wife and I drive efficiencies here, hopefully we can increase that number, right? Because the goal is to obtain a rental property by the end of this year, or by the end of next year rather, so we can be in a better place and we can drive this income up, right? Because I can control at this point only my debt and bills. Okay, this comes from my employer. Yeah, you can maybe get a raise, those type of things, but I'm not counting on my employer to give me a raise. I'm counting on myself to lower my debt, even if my income stays the same, because I can widen that margin. Okay, and as this income rises, which it will, okay, then I can do more with that, right? All right. So, thanks everybody. Talk to you later.